Hey everyone, Cole Karski here. I'm here today to talk to you about a presentation that will help you put more fish on the ice. Now this works for pike, this works for crappie, this works for walleye, and I'm talking about using your finicky foolers to their fullest potential. Everyone knows how much I love to use the finicky foolers as a tip-up replacement, but to use them to the fullest potential, pair them with a blue tip sensor and use them in your wheelhouse or your sleeper. Yes, overnight while you're sleeping, use them in your wheelhouse. I prefer to fight a fish on a rod and reel. I feel like I'm just better at landing fish. I have a higher percentage chance at landing the fish, keeping them pinned, than I do with a rattle reel, and I just flat out enjoy it more. Rattle reels are nostalgic. Gotta love the bells. And I only have 3 of these, so if I have more than just myself in the house and I'm in Minnesota, the 4th line for us to each have 2 lines per person is going to be a rattle reel. But I like to use and utilize these as much as possible. Now, I have my phone sitting here. And I have Finicky Fooler with my favorite rod for it, which is a Delabate Tip Dip. And I have the original blue tip sensor that I don't know what year I bought this in. I've had this for forever. This has been something I've used for a long time. And the reason that this works in a wheelhouse is I have each of these set up so that they make a different sound. So that way in the middle of the night, when it's dark, it goes off, I know which hole to go to. They also light up. And because I'm OCD, I kind of did with these 2, the lights match the flag color. It's just, I'm OCD like that. It's what I like. So that's what I've done. So let's take a look here. We have the original blue tips. This one is years old. I've had it for forever. So when a fish takes it, doesn't take a whole lot of pressure, line spools out. And this one I have the Olympic tone. Let me clear that for you, otherwise it'll keep buzzing. We'll just turn this one off. And it had the orange light, so also when it's dark, the blue tips blinks. It serves so many purposes. Now let's move on to, this is one of the new generation blue tips, and I changed the light to green, and I have it also on a Finicky Fooler. It's green, it'll play this little Irish jig, so that way I know to go take a look at this one. Now this final one, this is a cool system I have going here. This is the Finicky Fooler 365. You could set this up in the boat, you could set this up on shore, you can set this up on the ice. When I'm using it as a tip up outside, I'll usually bury the feet in slush or snow. But when I am inside, I just set my angle right on it with my bait. So I can still open this up, scoop out my minnows, and be just fine. And it weighs it down, and everything's right at the bait station. And what's really cool about this blue tip sensor is these new models, you can rotate on where the sensor hits. So right now, it would probably be going off if it was at the normal standard factory settings or if it was this original one. But because the way I have this on the 365 and the angle it goes off at, it doesn't go off till it flips over. So we'll pull this down. It goes off. Gives me this purple light that I have, and it gives me the Darth Vader theme. I love using these in the wheelhouses, in the sleepers. Allows you to fight the fish on a rod and reel, and by being organized with the colors and the sounds, I'm able to know exactly which hole that you want to go to. Because everyone knows that when they hear the bells in the middle of the night, it's pitch black in the house, there is that moment of sitting there waiting to hear the bells again so you can then pinpoint it after you woke up from your deep slumber. This is Cole Karski. If you have any questions on these, let me know. Check out the blue tip sensors at deepfreeze.com and the Finicky Foolers on finickyfooler.com. Tight lines, everyone.